I've got my magic missile wand out, and as soon as I see the priest come around the corner, I'm gonna pump her full of force bolts from my magic missile wand.
That sounds good.
I don't have an action for that wand yet.
Okay, we'll just go ahead and we'll just go ahead and do it manually, and then I will go ahead and add that to your sheet. And in fact, I am taking notes right now.
I could not figure out how to do that, so sorry.
That's okay. I will show you how to do it after the game. All right, so you've got your action held. I've got that wrote down. Cardos, it is your turn now.
All right.
And that is a corner there, so you're having line of sight issues with Hargle Vargle, unless you're going to use the magic missile.
Right. Well, and then I'm going to hold my action as well.
Okay. And what is the trigger for that held action?
Well, when that other orc shows up.
I just needed to know, so no problem. Okay, so let's go to Ander. You are up now. What would you like to do? I was like, ping you twice. Sorry about that.
That's all right. All right. I'm going to cast Silence.
You're tired of hearing Hargle Vargle brag, or what?
That's what I was thinking.
All right, so it looks like one action, 120 feet, concentration. Let's see, 20 foot. Oh, wow, that's a huge 20 foot there. So you're going to need to make a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice. So yeah, it looks a little large, but let's see. It would have some type of
it's 20
visual.
Foot?
Yeah, it is. It's 20 foot. Yeah. There you go. All right. Very nice. It would have some type of visual, or would it just? Do you think it would be transparent? Because it doesn't say. Any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while definitely inside of it. Well, he would know that something was going on because it would be deafened. You know what I mean? Let's see, silence. Oh, yeah. Casting a spell that includes a verbal component is impossible in here. So there you go. Very nice. Let's go to Hargle Vargle. Take any movement that you want to also, Ander. Good job. Hargle Vargle! Hargle Vargle! Yes! I like it. So let's give him this, oops. I give myself the blinded effect. What did I do? What are you doing, dummy? Alright, so with Bless.
That works.
Hargle Vargle. First attack on Lynn. Battle axe to the head.
Clenching. Clenching.
Oh, you are so lucky. Oh, second attack. I totally forgot. His Morning Star, which blasted you last time, also does a 24 hit. It does, actually.
Barely.
Oh, wow. Look at that horrible roll. You are heavily wounded again at 8 more piercing damage. He's gonna beckon you. He's gonna no, he's not. He's gonna stay there one more round. All right, so let's go ahead and go to Lynn. You're up now.
All right.
You think you can take Hargle Vargle? Come get some. Yeah, come get some. Sorry, I'm just goofing off. God. Oh, a 12 is a hit. Hargle Vargle, DM need to change armor class on Etten. Etten's way too easy to hit. Huh. Nice damage. He's definitely getting out the radiant smites too. I love it. 18 damage. Very nice. Second hit. Very nice. Now, can you use one of those Divine Smites around, or can you use more?
It's with any attack, so it's not for an action
beautiful.
or anything.
Yeah, beautiful.
Just whenever you hit. Love Divine Smite.
Yeah, it's burning up your spell slots, but I mean, you need to in this situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I don't know what I'm saving it for.
37 damage. Very nice. Hargle says, "Hey, Hargle!" Vargle says, "No way! There's no way! That actually hurts!" Ooh. Fucking dumbass. Fucking got the brain the size of a BB or a ball bearing. That big old dome that he's got. So the orc comes into view. So you two that have held actions may now go ahead and use them. So first would be Gimbal.
Yeah, so just three bolts to the face.
Okay. That will be a total of 9. Now, isn't there a 9 modifier as well?
No, there's a +1 on each die.
Okay. So that'll be a total of 12 to the orc.
Yep. And that'll be it.
Don't you got more charges than that? I would have blasted that whole wand on it, man. You got to go all out.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Well, I'll let you do it if you want to.
Yeah, I've got...
Beat that child. Just shut it and put it in the consideration.
He's so cute, though. He's so cute.
I would totally just shake him hard about 10 or 20 times. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. No, seriously, no, I wouldn't shake the hell. No, I'm just kidding.
So go ahead and add another 15 to that 12. Right. And then that's like all but one of the charges in that wand.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I would, man, that 1 out of 20 chance is just too risky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll just save it for tomorrow.
Yeah. So, okay. So, wow, nice job. 27 damage. And, of course, I'm just kidding about shaking again.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, Dave.
At least backslap it. No, I'm just kidding.
You just need to grab the ear and just drag him out of the room.
Oh yeah, I'm totally going to hell for that. So, all right, so very nice. Now you get to go, Cardus. Look what you joined. Look what you jumped into. Thanks for the follows, everyone. I appreciate it.
Cast regular old firebolt at him.
Oh, and you're just blobbing out a firebolt? Oh, how boring. But effective. You hit with a 25.
I need to save my spell stats.
Orgle. Well, nice damage. Yeah, look at that. I was like, please roll successful.
Oh.
Yeah, 15. So, very nice job. 15 damage. Yeah, he's definitely hurt. He's starting to stagger around, and he starts to move his hands, and nothing happens. And then he uses his bonus action again to attack Lin Tarn. Oh, wow, that's a horrible spiritual hammer. And then he dips back around the corner, and he's like really limping and struggling.
Nice silence, Andrew. That was a good move.
Yeah, pretty clutch.
Round number 7, Gimbal. You're up.
Okay. I'm going to...
What's up, Zovia?
Make the movement first.
Bob Cramhole. That's a great name. What's going on, man? Thanks for the good words, man. I totally appreciate it. Totally appreciate it.
I don't know where the silence is.
You're just on the verge of it. You would know where it's at.
No, but when I get to here,
Yeah, it's deafening, yeah, for sure.
So I'm going to get there, back out of it, and then cast my spell.
Okay. And what are you casting? Fireball!
I don't have fireball.
Yeah, I know.
Listen to the Etten.
It's going to be a very anemic firebolt.
No! I eat you! I pick my teeth with your bones! Yeah! Hargavar will take care of it!
So, get 12 damage.
Nice job. Hargavar's taking a little bit of... He's not he's not quite halfway dead yet.
Well, that's as far as my movement can take me, so that'll do it for my turn.
Okay. Let's go to Cardos. What say you? Cardos. I'm gonna shoot an arrow through that Etton's heart.
Well,
Nice.
I'll move right here, and I'll hold on to my action again, waiting for that orc to pop up.
Okay. Ander, what say you?
God, should I drop concentration on the silence to heal in?
Yes.
Yeah, that orc's not going to come back around that corner.
So
I'm fine.
concentration.
What you mean? What is that silence? Oh! He smacks him. Knucklehead, it's a spell!
And I'm going to cast Healing Word on Lynn.
All right. Nice. Oh, wow, very nice. That was really good. All right, so Hargovargle.
You don't have to drop concentration to cast Healing Word.
Yeah, I think it's just when you cast another spell that requires concentration.
That's correct.
Is a 27 a hit by chance? I'm sure it is. So you are going to take 11 slashing damage from the axe.
Glad I got healed.
And the Morning Star. Oh, look at that fumble!
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Oh, you dummies! He kind of slips on a little bit of the rubble as he points towards the wall at Fenway, trying to hit it over Babe Ruth style. And he misses and kind of slips around, but yet catches his footing. Lintarm, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna cast command on this guy. I'm gonna tell him to grovel and be like, "All right, Hargovargle, grovel."
You no can affect two heads with grovel. You pretty dumb, holy man.
He sounds like a fucked up Yoda.
Yeah.
You seek knowledge, do not, young Skywalker.
I tried.
All right, so this orc comes from around the corner again. Oh my gosh, you guys probably think I'm on like crack or some crap. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do another. You can go ahead and attack him if you want to with your held action.
Okay.
As he tries to cast the spell.
All right, I'm gonna cast.
My throat is
Riff
like hoarse. All right. Oh, that's a hit with a 16 bless. Totally helped you. Oh, look at that. That's what happens when somebody has concentration on. Look at that. Look at the chat. Well, the chat was actually silent. So the orc goes down, and then you'll notice that Hargovargle does not have bless anymore. Oh. Hey, what happened? All the tinglies went away! They went away, Vargle! Alright, so that's it for the orc. He is done. We're back up to Gimbal now.
Nice.
Hargovargle smash! Crush! Yep. Round number 8.
Wow.
Wow, look at the 30 more orcs joining in.
Didn't just say that.
I think 70 was enough.
I missed.
71 with the Etton. Yeah, that was a miss. Let's go to
I'll make
Cardus.
movement up here.
Sure. Look around the corner.
Can I see?
Yeah, you can see around the corner there. Gimbal, looks like another room. Looks like a couple of walls. And you can hear some... Give me a perception check, actually. And inside of this room... You can see that the walls have some sconces, and you can see light coming out of it. But of course, you know, you look up at the ceiling and it's just mirrored with like upside down potholes and stuff.
I am looking for one and only one thing.
What's
creatures
that?
in this room. And if there ain't no creatures, I don't see them.
Yeah, your perception, you're just hearing nothing but Hargle behind you, and you don't hear anything. But you can see that there's up here, you can actually see that there's a couple of alcoves that's separated by a couple of stone walls.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb on Hargle Vargle.
All right. Give you a -2 on that. Actually, a -4 because of where you're at and Big Lynn in front of you. So it'll be a -4. Or if you take a little bit of movement and go north, it'll just be -2. Or you can move and get into a clear area and get no negative modifier. I'd rather you have a -4, but that's
Wait,
up
I'm
to
holding
you.
the dice now. That's weird. That didn't count. I'm just trying to move around.
That's okay. I would rather have the -4. You could stay there if you want. You're going to take the -0. How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Nah. Go ahead. Fire away. Chromatic Orb.
Oh, man.
There's no critical fumble table for spells. Not yet. But one is going to be in the works pretty soon. I've got too many projects right now.
You still have inspiration there?
Yeah, you got inspiration.
Oh, yeah, I do,
if
yeah.
You want to use it, yeah.
Can I
Absolutely. Use it or lose it, sister, because you're only going to go down to 1 at the end of at the end of the night.
So wait, do I lose a spell slot for that still? Or?
Of course you don't. Not until you miss
Reroll.
again. Yeah, you got to
wasn't
reroll.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
How'd you like that? Of course you don't. But anyway, 13. Ow, magic burns! Or maybe freezes, depending on the chromatic orb he uses.
He rolled
It's gonna be. It's gonna be cold.
That's awesome.
You can see that Hargo Vargle's nipples get cold, and they turn into like Vienna sausages sticking out. Hargo Vargle, cold! Take any other movement you want, and we'll go to Ander.
That's it.
You guys are awesome.
All right, I'm gonna take my move, and I should be able to touch Hargo Vargo from here, right?
Yeah, is it a touch attack or?
It's a touch spell, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be -2 because of the corner. But if it was automatic, there'd be no negative. Of course, there'd be no negative modifier. But yeah, there'd be a -2 because of the wall there.
And they're doing the reach around.
Yeah, he is.
All right, I'm gonna use my inspiration for Danny.
Oh, nice. Oh no, another holy man! Ooh, advantage saved you, buddy.
Nice.
21's a hit. I love inflict wounds, man. That is such an underrated spell. Hargo Vargle takes 12. Ooh, you had a snake eyes in that 40-10. All right. Anything else for you?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right, Hargo Vargle, it is his turn. Smash, crush, battle axe to the head. 24, that's a hit.
Damn.
Lynn, ooh, 20 slashing damage. The Morning Star, he swings. Oh no!
No.
Can I replace that?
Portent.
Yeah, I want to replace that with a 3.
Oh, you sandbagging son of a bitch.
Oh man. That would have been bad.
That's right, everybody. It's 12:05, and we're in the last hour, which is erotic roleplay time. So,
You have to talk like that from now on.
Hargo Vargle, a 13 plus 7 would be a 20. Does a 20? Do I add? Yeah. Do I add? No, it's just a total roll would be 13, right?
It
No,
was
no,
a
it's a 3.
Oh, 3. That's right. You already used a 13.
Now, it doesn't. It in the handbook. I know you don't love
that's-
getting the references from that. It doesn't say
Yeah, let's say,
that you add modifiers or anything.
I would say no, because I mean, you think about it. If it
That's up to
says
you.
no, I definitely don't want to do that. Only if it says it. So all of a sudden, Hargo Vargle's hard nipples, they deflate. We are in the ERP hour. So that crit is turned into a mist with Portent. Good job, Mr.
Yeah.
Caster.
Thank you, Cardo.
You are, man.
Oh,
Len, you are up.
I am hurting. But
How
I
many-
think
How many hit points do you have left?
I have very, very few.
He looks.
Very few.
Yeah, he looks. Yeah, he definitely looks like he's in pretty bad shape.
But I can do it, guys.
Hello,
I can do it.
Exploding Dice Raid. Hey, thanks for the raid,
Here we go.
guys.
Take my last divine
Totally
smite.
appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome everybody. We're playing 5e Ghost of Dragonspear
All right.
Castle. So Hargovargle takes 19 more. Ow! Hargovargle not feeling very well now.
One more attack.
Ow! Ooh, that hurt. Both heads are kind of bickering back and forth with one another. I think it's time to run. No, we fight and smash. So you do 12 more damage to Hargovargle. All right,
That's
we're
it.
round number 9. You guys can see the light at the end of the tunnel, maybe. So Gimbal, you're back up, and it looks like Hargovargle's in pretty bad shape. He's definitely seen. I've seen some better days.
Yeah. I think what's the best to finish this guy off. So I'm gonna move to here, and then I'm gonna cast a burning hand spell.
Silly gnome! I crush you, silly gnome! If I go, I take you with me and I sit on you! Ooh, failed his dex saving throw. Oh, Hargovargle
that's
takes
right.
10 more. Oh, he is on the verge. You can see that he's starting to stagger around and stuff. Whoa! He's got to use his Morning Star and his mace to kind of keep himself up. All right, Cardos, what say you? Thanks,
I'll
Anime.
go in with a fireball.
37 months in a row, man. Thanks so much, Anime. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, everybody, from the exploding dice raid as well. I totally appreciate it. 19's a hit with a firebolt. Look at that. Your firebolt explodes on him, and Hargovargle, he does a couple of spins around dramatically, and then he falls down dead on the ground. And as he falls on the ground, a puff of dust comes up. You guys are out of combat.
Was his pointy nipples be keeping him up?
Those already deflated, man.
He's
Come on.
actually
Oh, that's right, yeah.
he's actually doing push-ups with his Vienna sausage nipples right now.
Oh my god.
Real small. That's right, it's after 12 and it's ERP hour here on the Digital Dungeon Master Network.
Oh, look around at all the bodies.
Wow. Well, that was
Thanks, Anime. I totally
that was quite a
appreciate
mess,
it, man.
guys. I think kind of spent a few more spells than I was expecting there.
I mean, seriously, congratulations, guys. You guys just killed 7 orcs and half-orcs and 1 Etten in 9 rounds.
I'll release
7 rounds.
concentration on the enlarge.
There are literally corpses all around you, and then they start, like in an MMO, they start kind of falling through the floor one at a time slowly.
Sort of dissolving.
And
Yeah.
then in bunches, like from the fireballs and stuff. And there's little pouches all over the floor.
Lynn is going to
Auto
lead
loot is
against-
on, Dave. So we're good.
Yeah, that's right.
Auto loot lineage 2 style. You just click the loot button and your character runs around picking up all the little bags within range. I like it.
So Lynn's going to grab an
tired.
apple out of his shield and sit down and lean against the wall, feeling very tired.
You guys are tired. I'm spent.
Apple.
My throat is killing me from Hargovargle. Man, my voice is sore.
It's probably a good time for a bio break if you don't mind. I gotta see a man about a horse.
Yeah, if anybody wants to take a bio break, go for it. Somebody roll me a D20 in the chat, and that's how many gold coins are on all of these. All right, so 15 times 5 What is that? Someone that's smart. What is that, like 75 or something like that?
75.
You got it.
Okay. So there's a total of 75 gold on the 70 orcs. All right.
It's poor as hell.
That's actually quite a bit. You guys get, wow, sorry about that, man. My voice is like absolutely tore up now. Haven't had one of those in a while. You guys get a total of 73 gold apiece. Now, on the Etten, there's really nothing that is, nothing special except for his Morning Star and his mace that he had. So I guess you guys would probably like maybe a little bit of experience from that.
Yeah, probably got some.
Yeah, I would wager we did.
Look at that. You guys just got 888 apiece, which is not too bad. Of course, that was all low-level stuff, but hey, I was actually on the edge of my seat. You guys did a great job. I mean, you really did.
That could have been really bad had things just gone slightly differently.
You know what saved you guys? Fireball. That's what helped. Yeah, that's what really helped. So very nice. Great job. All right. So you guys are in this room of rubble, this playroom. This first room that you guys are in is dark. There's a hallway to the north of the chamber. There is the hallway that's to the west, and you can see light flickering and coming out. To the southeast, there is also another corridor that goes into what appears to be an armory.
So I think we want to check out this room down here to the southeast. Maybe even take a short rest in there.
Okay, sure. Vargle. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was so fun. You guys probably think I'm some jackball or something.
No, love it.
All right, let's open up this room for you guys. This is a pretty much a 30 by 30 foot. It looks like an abandoned armory room. And like I said, there are stone slabs that are covered in all kinds of tattered and rotting cloth on the south wall. The room is very dusty, and on the east and the west walls there are a couple of weapon racks, but they are now empty. And then on the north wall, you will notice that it is adorned with an elaborate 20-foot long carving that depicts a squad of armored dwarves fighting back-to-back against two red dragons, one on each end. And then the tip of the westernmost dragon's tail is actually bent in a very strange way. Kind of like just bent.
Is it pointing to something?
It doesn't appear to be pointing towards anything in particular.
Well, I'm thinking it might be there might be some purpose that it's bent this way. So I'm going to go ahead and investigate that and kind of poke around looking for switches or levers to see if it's pointing to something or indicating a secret of some kind.
Okay, sure. Why don't you give me an intelligence investigation check?
Nice.
Ooh, that's pretty good. It looks like it's a lever of some type, but you're not too really sure what it means, actually.
Well, this looks interesting. I try to activate the lever.
Okay, so as you activate the lever, all of a sudden the floor beneath you collapses in. And
nice.
I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please. Because as this pit opens up, you start falling, and it is a 30 feet deep trap, and there are huge spikes that are jutting up from the bottom of it. But you are successful. Nope, you need to roll that dexterity saving throw first.
I'm going to take advantage on this.
Oh, I would be a good idea for you to do.
I was about to inspire you, if you didn't.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, let's get rid of that bless spell, too, while we're at it.
As soon as I hear Gimbal say lever, I start to cringe. Because I know he's going to pull it.
It's Gimbal. He loves gadgets and gadgets and stuff, so of course he's going to.
It's a 14.
Yeah, that is unfortunately not enough. And you fall 30 feet. And you are also going to take spike damage as well. So the bludgeoning damage is going to be a total of 12. And then the spike damage is going to be a total of 9 more. So a total of 21 piercing and bludgeoning damage, and you can add that to your sheet.
Yowzas.
Ow!
All right, when I hear him fall down the hole, I'll pull out a rope and start tying it around myself and say, Cardos, can you
Arvanauts!
go down and get him?
Arvanauts,
if I anchor you.
So you throw that rope down, and you can pull him back up. And he's all battered and bruised and stuff, black eye.
Still pulling letters, huh?
What's going on, Arv? Good to see you.
What have we learned?
We're playing Dragonspear Castle, man.
We've learned that the DM is a jerk.
All of a sudden, as Gimbal gets to the top of the pit, he slips again with no dexterity saving throw.
Nice. Dave, I'm gonna quaff a potion here of healing.
Sure.
And I'm also gonna summon Dog and get mounted back on him again.
Okay. So the good thing that you do notice about all of this is that there was no poison coated on the spikes. that's one
something,
thing. Yeah.
Always look for the silver lining. That's good.
All right, so I want to check out this south wall. What are these things on here?
They're stone slabs.
So I want to look around on them and see if there's anything about them or if they're just plain.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. And if you don't have investigation, just give me the intelligence. Greg, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, I can't wait till we start doing our DM workshop. It's going to be super fun. Yeah, I cannot wait, Arv. It's going to be a blast. All right, so with your investigation check, you just see a bunch of stone slabs that are covered in dust. The suspense, wasn't it? It just totally...
Yeah. All right, well, I'll just sit down on one of them, take a rest.
Okay. Now, when you sit down on those and take a rest, and you look back at the north wall, there is a hole in the wall now that is just on the right side of that pit that Gimbal fell into, and it looks like there is something inside of it.
All right.
Looks like you can see something kind of glimmering inside.
I'll tell Gimbal, there's a hole in the wall right there. Something's in it.
All right, I'll go ahead and now I'm a little wary for traps, so I'd like to kind of look and poke around with one of my little tinkering tools and make sure nothing's going to bite.
Is he tall enough to reach it?
Yeah, he's tall enough to reach it. Yeah, because the dragon tail kind of wrapped down towards the floor and then back up, and on the tail, that's where basically where the compartment is. Now, as you look inside and you give it a once over, and there's nothing that looks like it's a threat or anything, you see that there's a bottle, very familiar, but it looks like it may be a little bit more potent than what you're used to seeing. But you've seen it in shops and stuff, and especially with you being one with arcane, like an arcane specialty, you can see that it's a potion of greater healing.
All right, I'll take that and put it in my bag.
Yeah. And also, as you reach in and grab the potion, behind it, there is a beautiful golden necklace that probably looks to be worth about, you'd say, probably in the 250 gold range. And this necklace has a beautiful onyx pendant that's shaped like a warhammer. Yeah, it's going really good, Arv. This has been really fun
look
to
what we've got
convert and
here.
play.
I show that to the rest, and I say, there's also a potion in there. I'll go ahead and take that.
And I'm really lucky to have the players that I have to play.
I don't know who's holding the loot
Super
for the
lucky.
group, but I'll pass the necklace over to whoever's got the loot.
Okay, I put that in the party sheet. So if you want you can go to the party sheet, check for traps, upper right-hand corner, and you can literally, on the far right-hand side, on the inventory tab, there are little eyes in like a hexagon. You can just take that and drag it onto the inventory tab on your sheet.
Okay, thanks. Unless you guys don't want me to, or is there...
No, I got it.
Am I good?
Gimbal,
You've earned it.
necklace, is that necklace magical or anything?
I don't think so. I'll go ahead and kind of do an Arcana check, or do you want me to spend time with a detect magic?
You can do an arcane check, sure. We'll see if you can sense any strands of magic. That's a good roll, but no, it doesn't seem. It's not like the hairs on your arm are standing up, or the hairs on the back of your neck, or the hairs on your back, for that matter.
Well, I don't think it's magical. No, maybe next time I cast detect magic, I'll take a look. But I think it's just jewelry.
Okay.
You'll notice on your character sheet on the actions tab, Gimbal, that for the potions I added a 4d4 plus 4. So that is that's what the greater potion will yield, 4d4 plus 4. And I see you drug it on your sheet, so good job. So there's still some things in there. There's three pinches of dust of dryness. So if anybody wants that, feel free to take it. So I'm sorry about that. Go ahead, Len.
Oh no, I was just gonna say whenever y'all get done looking at that and take a short rest.
Okay, sure. That'll be an hour, and there's no need to identify that potion. You've already been able to identify it. So I will go ahead and tell the party tracker that you guys have had a short rest. All right. So an hour goes by. There is no encounter, thankfully.
Hey, I think we got them all.
Possibly. And you guys can use your hit dice recovery heals if you'd like. Burn them up. You guys got 5 apiece.
I'll also do Arcane Recovery Day.
Okay. That'll give you, what, half your level back?
Rounded up, actually. We'll say, so I will get a 3rd level spell
Yes,
back.
you will. 3rd, yeah. Uncle Elias, get hype!
I'll take the opportunity
Nice, I
to
like
do that
that.
as well.
Get hype!
Not for a 3rd. I'll get 1 level 2 and 1 level 1 back.
All right. So you guys see another room that's over here on the eastern wall, another small 5-foot or 10-foot, long hallway. And this room appears to be a mess. And then you can see that the corridor kind of extends another 10 feet, and then your dark vision kind of just fades out. Now, this definitely looks like a mess hall. And if you think it already smells bad in here now, as you guys start to enter the next room over to the east, it even smells that much worse. Because there's, a couple of stone tables, some chairs. The chairs are kind of toppled over. There's a lot of broken legs and stuff on these stone chairs as well. And there's a bunch of bones scattered all over the place on the floor. And then there's a bunch of rotten food.
From
there's a couple of really gnarly, moldy ham shanks. There's a big bite out of one of them. Probably it looks like Hargle or Vargle took a bite out of one as he was running to the chamber to fight you guys. Oh, this is too good. And as you're in the edge of the room, you can see that, well, what are you guys doing in here? Are you guys doing anything? Or are you guys just moving along?
I'm going to sift through all the garbage and look, see if there's anything interest or value.
I'm holding my nose.
All right, so there's as you're looking down the eastern hall, looks like it opens up into a bigger room, Lynn, and then you can also look down the hall, and you can see another long chamber that goes north, and then it looks like it keeps going past your dark vision.
Okay, when I see Gimbal stop to look around and stuff, I'll stop and wait, knowing what he does.
All right. Wow, very nice. Holy crap. A crit. Now, you know, that's a nice roll. There's nothing in this room but a bunch of trash, but I'm going to reward that 20. So why don't you give me a D20 roll, and we'll multiply that by 5. So yeah, you in the pile, there's like a pile of trash in one of the corners. You know, under a couple of the broken legs and stuff from the chairs that are kind of toppled over. Now you're going to get 17 times 5 gold. And I'm also going to let you take a roll. Give me a D4. 1 to 2 will be table A. 3 to 4 will be table B. So you're going to get a roll on table A for magic items.
Wow, nice.
It's 85 gold, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
So I rolled a 2 there for the 1d4.
So you are going to find a scroll of illusory script.
Oh, look at this. No, they were using this as a napkin. This is a scroll, the idiot.
Yeah, there's a bunch of food and stuff on it, like a bunch of rotten food, where they had a bunch of like orcish gravy stained all over.
So there's it's like grease stains. So there's a couple spots so you can like see through the scroll.
Pretty much.
So I roll that up and kind of put it in my vest, and I go, oh look, one of them dropped their purse too. So I got the 85, and we'll add that to the group kitty.
Yep. Let's go ahead and add 80. In fact, I'll probably just round it up to 88. I think that'll divide it evenly. There you go. Everybody gets 22 apiece. And then we have a scroll of illusory script that I'm also adding to the party sheet. Now you can do what you want with it, and I am identifying it because you are Arcana. And what level spell is this? This is a first level spell, right? Yeah, it is. So you can just look at the symbols and you can tell that it's an illusory script. No need to do an Arcana check. You can understand it, and that's what you have. So it's in the party sheet, and if you want it, just drag it to your... whoever wants it, drag it to your sheet. Make sure you got the inventory tab selected. So there you go. Nice roll. I like to reward good rolls like that, even if there's nothing in here.
It would have been sad if that 20 was wasted, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good roll.
I don't like to do stuff like that. All right, so what say you, adventurers? Which direction do you want to travel?
I'm going to keep heading down this east corridor.
Okay. This is a room that has one of these runes. Remember Ford, the dwarf that you guys saved, and should be back here in Mount Illitharn now, or the IronAxe halls. There's one of these runes that is etched into the ground. And it's a 20-foot diameter circle, and it is kind of etched into the stone, and then it has this type magical gravy kind of flowing through all of the etchings, and it's like a very light greenish color. And this room is lit with torchlight, but the ceiling is kind of concaving in. And Thor told you, what did Thor tell you about these runes? What do they do?
They keep the place up. So this
Exactly.
is stopping it from collapsing.
Yep. So this rune is one of those runes. And who made those runes?
Well,
The apprentices of Arvik Zoltos.
Oh, you guys are so awesome. I just got a boner. You guys know everything. ERP. That's right. It's after 12 a.m. in the Digital Dungeon Master channel. We're going to ERP. So stupid.
So I want to pick around this corner.
Sausage party, and I'm talking about boners. It's so weird. All right, so there's a bunch of rat bones that are strewn all over the floor here, and there's heaps and mounds of broken granite and marble that's all scattered about because of the ceiling collapsing. And then in each corner of the room, there is an 8-foot tall stack of marble slabs. And then guess what you see, Ander, as you are walking into the middle of the room, being very ballsy and not worrying about that ceiling collapsing on you and killing you.
Checking it out.
Yeah. You see in the southeastern corner a small battered wooden chest, kind of tucked in between all of the marble slab and the wall and stuff.
Now be careful not to disturb that symbol. That would be bad. Don't break that symbol.
Oh, please do. I want you to. I'll break out the mechanics for that. Just go ahead and break that. Just scratch it. That's all you have to do. I'm just kidding. So what do you think?
Does it appear to be locked, or?
I don't know. Are you a rogue? Do you want to try to ascertain to see if this thing is maybe locked?
Sure.
Oh, the cleric's gonna have fun with this. I love it. So why don't you give me a dexterity check with disadvantage? As you're kind of scratching your head there, looking at the chest. You get it pulled out, and you start looking at it. So you just kind of shrug your shoulders. You don't see any tripwires. You look inside the keyhole. You don't see any needles kind of jutting out just in the edge of darkness inside of the keyhole. You're like, hey, looks good. And then I'm sure you would probably look over towards Lynn and say, open it up, bad boy.
Come on over, Lynn.
What is it, Ander? What do you need?
Chest doesn't appear locked. I don't know.
No, all right. So I'll reach down and open it up.
All right. So as you open it up, there are a ton of coins. There's a bunch of electrum. There is a lot of valuable gems in there. And as you guys are kind of digging around and whatnot, you find a little figurine. And give me do we have any dwarves here? We do not. Whoever's inside of the chest, why don't you, which would be Lynn? I'm sure, yeah, Lynn and Andrew, you guys are close. So why don't you give me a religious check? No, not this time, anime. Well, yeah, you guys are able to tell that it's Morden. This little, like a lazuli figurine, it is depicting Morden. And it looks like it's worth probably about 250 gold or so. And this little figurine is depicting Morden bringing his mighty hammer down on to what appears to be like a huge anvil. And then you're looking and you're like, holy crap, there's a body on this anvil, and it's part of the actual figurine. And then you look closer, and then it looks like a half orc, basically one of the dwarks. But yeah, it looks like it's worth about 250 gold. So I went ahead and I added that to the party sheet as well, and we'll divide all of this stuff. You guys get a a total of 162 gems and 112 electrum.
Sweet.
Wow. Nice.
That's how you do it, Gimbal.
Good eye, Ender.
Well, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, this was
There weren't any.
this is probably Harglevargle's chamber.
Ah,
Yeah.
It's fitting.
that's why it smells so bad.
Mhm. You look north, Lynn, Ander, Cardus. You guys see that there's a 60 foot ahead of you with the dark vision. You can see that this comes to like an open room, and there's also a corridor that goes to the east.
Before we leave, I want to ask Gimbal. Gimbal, can you check out that rune and see is it actually stable? Like is this thing going to come down behind us?
Who's got a
Do you know?
torch? Who needs light, and what do you have on you? Because I know there's a couple of humans here that
I have
need
light on my
Alright.
mace.
You have light on your mace. All right. You have light. All right. So, Ander, you're basically putting like 20 foot of bright light and 20 foot of dim light down this hall. And past this hall, as you kind of look down, you can see more orcs down here. And they actually see you as well. They see the light. And you can see one of them in this room here, because this is a brightly lit room. And I'll uncover as much as you can see here. It is brightly lit, and you do see a figure stand up also. And he is about 7 to 8 foot tall, and this creature looks like this. You can easily identify him as an ogre. And he is right here in the very northern end of this chamber, where it looks like there are several sparring in the middle, the half-orcs, and then you see some beefy orcs, heavily armored, with weapons and everything. They all kind of turn your way. And this ogre, you thought he was tall to begin with, but this thing stands up and his head almost hits the ceiling. And he was basically sitting on some stairs that you see behind him that are ascending up into darkness. So, they see you, you see them. Let's roll initiative. Well, in fact, let's not roll initiative, and let's go ahead and we'll end here for tonight. How about that, guys?
Oh, yeah. Man.
Okay.
Cliffhanger. All right.